You know, it's been about a week since Bobbi Kristina Brown was found face down and unresponsive in her bathtub in her Georgia home, and it's still unconfirmed if it was a drug-related accident, but it is suspected. And joining us now to discuss is clinical psychologist and the founder of the Hills Treatment Center in Los Angeles, Dr. Howard Samuels. Welcome, doctor.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here today.
We're happy to have you. You know, it's crazy. Everybody talks about this because it's been almost 3 years to the day that Bobbi Kristina's mother, Whitney Houston, was also found face down in a bathtub, the victim of a drug overdose. And now reports suggest Bobbi's family are saying their final goodbyes to her. Do you think that Bobbi Kristina, maybe through mourning the loss of her mom, is mirroring her mom's behavior? I mean, it's very coincidental.
Well, first of all, it's very eerie about how it's almost the 3-year anniversary, and she ended up in a bathtub just like her mother in a coma. I mean, I don't really believe that, you know, there was any sort of conscious behavior to do the same thing. I really do believe that, you know, I'd be shocked if drugs were not involved in this situation, but we won't know until, you know, those, you know, results and come back to us. But I got to say, I mean, this is such a tragic situation. I mean, it's just horrific.
Yeah.
But I believe that in being able to look at this situation to try to help other families save their loved ones, because as you know, addiction is such a crisis in this country that we have to teach the families how to save their addict or alcoholic loved one. And I truly believe that the family was not aggressive enough situation to save Bobbi Kristina.
Dr. Samuels, this is Jada. You know, both Bobbi Brown and Whitney Houston had a known history of alcohol and drug use. Let's talk about the genetic connection to addiction. Is there one very specifically?
Absolutely. I mean, I've been working in the field of addiction for 25 years. I've treated thousands of addicts, alcoholics. I would say 90% had a parent, a grandparent, or an uncle or an aunt that were addicted.
Wow, that's
huge.
A lot.
Yeah.
Oh, huge, okay? I mean, in my own situation, I have alcoholism and drug addiction in my family, and I got that gene. I got the card. You know, I started shooting heroin at 16 years old because I got the addict card. That was a genetic thing in my family.
Let's move on here. We want to talk about Cleveland Brown quarterback Johnny Manziel. You know, he recently entered a treatment center as well, and it was voluntarily for alcohol-related problems. That's what the sources are saying. Is recovery any different if you check yourself in versus someone putting you there or urging you to go?
Well, I think in the Johnny Manziel situation, I mean, I think there was a tremendous lot of pressure to put him in treatment, okay? You know, from all the reports. And, you know, there is a difference between someone going in voluntarily and being forced in. Now, we don't really know if Johnny really went in voluntarily, but the fact that he went in is a huge positive. You know, there's such a stigma about going into rehab is a bad thing. I think it's the greatest thing that anybody could do in their life, because you're willing to really look at your demons and really change and become much more of a positive member of your family or society, and to get rid of the demons that are plaguing the addiction or the alcoholism.
So, you know, we're challenging today our viewers to forgive an addict in their life. Any advice for that and its importance?
Well, absolutely. I mean, you know, families, you know, by the time the addict goes into treatment, they have such anger and resentment toward the addict alcoholic. And I deal with families all the time that can't see through that anger the way to help the addict. So the first thing that has to happen is you need to process the anger and resentment the family has gone through. You know, empathize with them, help them through the anger so they can get to the other side and not so personalize the damage that the addict did to the family.
Got it. Thank you so much for taking some time out with us. You guys can check out Dr. Samuel's website at thehillscenter.com. Thanks again.
Absolutely. My pleasure. Thank you.